man. Are you serious?
You really just pulled up to Applebee's.
Like, she mad because we at Applebee's on the first date. Okay, look, we at Applebee's. Okay, this is the first date.
Right now?
Why you so mad?
Look,
I just met you. Yo, I just met her like 15 minutes ago. It's our first date. I told her we're going to get something to eat. Follow me up here. She followed me to Applebee's. She got a problem with it. What's her problem wrong with Applebee's?
You really just took me to Applebee's, though. Like, for real? Like, are you serious right now?
It's the first date.
This is a joke, right?
No, it ain't no joke. I'm getting to know you, right? Am I not getting to know you?
Applebee's? Do I look like an Applebee's?
Okay, I ain't say all that.
Like I
said
go to Applebee's?
2 for 20. What's wrong, 2 for 20? Yo, chill out. Yo, you gonna drive off? Yo, look, she's driving off because I'm taking her to Applebee's. Look, ain't nothing wrong with Applebee's. Why you gonna drive off? Yo, I just met this girl. Look, I just met this girl right here. I just met her.
I'm not doing no Applebee's.
Delete your number. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna delete it. But I'm gonna make sure everybody gonna see this shit though. I just met her at the mall. Literally just met her at the mall. She said, like, make it something to eat. I took her to Applebee's. She had a problem with it. Yes. 2 for 20. I'm saving my money.
I'm good. I'm sorry. I don't need an Applebee's.
2 for 20. You gonna really drive off? Man, hey, okay, that's why you got temp tags.
Hi, everyone. And after showing that very first clip on behalf of the lady that was not satisfied at all with her clip, by the way, and I do apologize, welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your host, Cap, just in case I didn't say it, aka Capri. Anyways, and without further ado, I wanted to talk about why men aren't approaching women anymore in the year 2024. And after showing the very first clip that I showed, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the woman who was totally unhappy and not satisfied, well, not satisfied at all with her date being taken to Applebee's, this here, that one clip within itself proves my point. And by the way, that clip is from a few days ago, actually a month ago, sometime around July. Anyway, that one clip within itself proves why men are pretty much done approaching women, and not just physically, although the majority of men nowadays like to approach women online through dating apps and through social media. And that's another part, a big part of why men aren't approaching women anymore, due to, for the most part, and this is just from my humble opinion, of how both social media along with dating apps, let's not forget smartphones, have literally killed the dating game and made the dating game go from good to worse, from easy to that much more harder for guys to be able to make with women. Anyway, and with that being said, I'm going to show some more clips, some when my very own people giving their perspective, black men, black women, and I'm going to let you also hear people from the opposite race give their perspective, a man as well as a woman, on why men aren't approaching women anymore in the year 2024. And I want to also state this as well. If some of you have been following my channel for quite some time, a year ago, I made a video around June of last year, which is one of my most popular videos, on women complaining about how they weren't getting approached anymore. This video, for some of you who may have not came across that video, this video has over 25,000 views and 1,000 likes. With that being said, and on that note, you could consider this here video as a sequel to that video, as a reboot to it, as well as a spinoff. So without further ado, let me go ahead and stop running my mouth and roll some more clips pertaining to why men, once again, everybody, aren't approaching women anymore in the year 2024. And whether you know it or not, that rhymes, that could be a bar as well, a rap bar. Anyway, let me start on X.
So there's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird, because what exactly is there for men to be obsessed with in today's world? Women have left no room for imagination, none whatsoever. It's like your sense of entitlement is out of control. Your expectations are unrealistic. Y'all walk around showing your bodies half dressed, half exposed 24/7, out smoking, drinking, partying 24/7, on the scene 24/7. A lot of y'all are not even coming with nothing to the table because you're too busy with your hand out trying to see what man got the next bag so he can sponsor your lifestyle to make you look like you're living a lifestyle to post on the internet. It's like a lot of y'all don't have common sense. A lot of y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. A lot of y'all don't have no originality about yourselves. Everybody is getting the same body. Everybody is getting the same hairstyle. Everybody looks the exact same. And it's like, y'all get that confused. Oh, well, men like that. No, men will fuck that. But men are not wiping that and they're not cuffing that. And I think y'all are starting to realize that. And then the first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, they're gay, they're sassy. No, they're not. They're just tired of what you guys are presenting. And if y'all are here to give them free pussy, free looks, and free everything they ain't got to work for, why would they? But they're never going to take you serious. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact. Men love women that are exclusive, women that are put up, women that every man can say he had or can have. Simple as that.
There you go. And she said a whole mouthful on why, which is true. Very true. I agree 100% when this beautiful sister on her perspective on why men aren't obsessed with women anymore. Anyway, let me stop sharing this. Go to TikTok, share my screen on TikTok and show you some more clips because I do have more coming. So brace yourselves, everybody. Let's see. Bear with me. Okay, here it goes. Now let me go to my favorites.
Am I doing something wrong? Or
Yes.
like, is that over with?
You're
Are they just expecting us to come and talk to them? Like, are y'all going to approach them?
Yeah, guys, these ladies are still wondering why men are not approaching them.
Look, they know why. How is she going to be able to get a man worth being with? Because she has plenty of guys in her DMs when she's insulting men at the same time. Oh, he won't be afraid.
What happened to men pursuing girls? When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort? It seems like guys can just put the bare minimum and not even really put in effort anymore.
Men aren't pursuing women anymore because it's pointless and men get nothing out of it. When the average man is saying the average woman chases 0% men every day, all day, why would they chase a woman that wants to get smashed by another man? Those 0.1 top guys that are rich and famous, they get to sleep with every girl, every single regular girl. So why should a man pursue that? Why should a man pursue a woman that's going to get smashed by another man or wants to be smashed by another man? Why should he? Why should a man chase a woman that's not going to respect him the same way as she does another man and he has to put in more work? Why should his focus even be on women at that point when it's not going to benefit him? He still has to pay all the bills when he meets you, take care of you and things of that nature. Why does he have to do that? Why is a man even chasing you if you're expecting him to take care of you? Why? So
why they're not going up to the woman? Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that. And because women will put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them. Gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys they're not even doing anything wrong. They're just like innocently, sometimes they're not even looking in their direction, but like, so there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like being exposed on social media.
Oh, facts, man. You know, there are so many men out here that are absolutely, they're afraid, man. They're afraid to go. Even me, I don't bother with that shit anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they did it to themselves. This is what feminism is creating. And women out here fucking blasting men for looking in their direction. Dude, you know the gyms, keep our fucking head down. You can't look a certain way. You can't do a certain thing. You can't open a door for a girl. You can't do shit anymore. You can't. I got fucking blasted one time for walking around the gym with my phone. I genuinely hope that this world can get better. You know, I hope that.
And I do agree on this here Caucasian brother saying how you can't even much open the door for a female anymore. Because fellas, how many times, like I said in several other videos, have you been going inside of a building on your way to walk inside of a building where it may have been either a department store, gas station, grocery store, bank, and you'll be nice enough and gentleman enough to hold the door open for a female that may have been standing around you. I mean, let me rephrase that. Walking right behind you. And I do apologize, only for her to not appreciate it at all. Or if she did appreciate it, she may have done it. If she may have thank you, she may have done it in a mean tone of voice, mean, standoffish, cold tone of voice. Like he said, this is exactly why, along with the other reasons he stated, why men have just practically given up approaching women, nor can't approach women anymore. And not only that, but due to how I want to state this as well, just from my very own perspective, you can't even approach a woman in what it may be either online through a dating app, social media app, or in person, especially in person, without having to feel being labeled as creepy, as a weirdo. And to make matters even worse, a female threatening to call the police on you as soon as you may approach one just by saying hi to one, either hi or hello to one.
Ladies, 95% of men do not approach women in real life anymore. My name is Quentin. I'm the creator of the RTP dating method. I help single women meet and date high-quality men without the dating apps. If that's you, I suggest you follow the channel. You may feel like you are the only woman on planet Earth that has not gotten approached by a guy in weeks, months, perhaps even years. But I'm here to tell you, this is a common fear and a common problem with all the clients I help in the dating world. So it's not you, it's actually the men. Most men simply don't approach anymore. There's 3 reasons why men don't approach, and they are current and particular to the current times we live in. So I know years ago men did approach more, but now they're not, okay? And I know that dating apps aren't working out that well for you. There is a better way to date, something that's so simple, so effective, so easy, something for all women. I've taught this to women in their
Well, this right here is more so of an advertisement. Let me proceed to another video.
Ladies, before you ask the question, why don't men approach women anymore? Why don't men take the initiative to approach, to go up and talk to women, ask them on dates? It's because you have videos like this. And this ain't the only video that's out here in the internet like this. Like, you got plenty of other videos of women saying the same thing. Don't even look my way. Oh, ew, why are you even bothering to look my way? Why are you approaching me if you are ugly, if you are unattractive? Men see this kind of stuff, ladies. Okay, they see videos like this, so they're going to assume, okay, yeah, a lot of women are like this, especially nowadays in 2024. With the rise of social media, shaming tactics. You know, look, listen, I have whole safety call videos for women, so I understand women's safety. I really do. I get it. And men are creeps. But at the same time, the truth is the truth. And the truth is that a lot of women make it bad for y'all. You know what I mean? To not want to be approached, you know, or for men to not want to approach y'all by saying things like this. Okay? And when you say things like this, it's a red flag to me because it makes it seem like, okay, she must speak for a lot of women. And, you know, listen, every dude ain't gonna be like me. I'm a confident dude. I'm gonna shoot my shot regardless of what women are saying. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I understand the fact that men don't really see a point in approaching when you have videos like this out.
Might I also add, and this is speaking about how social media and dating apps have made it much more harder for men to be able to hit it off with women nowadays. That is in men in the 20 to 30 something year old age bracket, when women who are usually within the same age bracket, and due for the most part to how so many modern day females within that age bracket are so used to guys beefing their heads up due to so many guys flirting with them on social media, due to also so many guys sending them DMs, so many guys liking so many photos they may usually take online on social media apps, and due to how so many women nowadays like to have guys thirst trap out for them, especially women who like to make a habit out of taking provocative photos, and women with kids in some instances, some women who are married, to make a habit out of thirst trapping men by always having or taking multiple provocative photos on social media apps, only to get so many likes and so many comments, so many DMs from so many random men. And this is one reason why not only are so many women's heads been beat up, but why so many feel like they're too good for the average man. Even if you may be a man who is a six-figure man, which so many of these women desire, women such as women who always appear on the Kendrick G show, the Pop the Balloon dating show, whatever you call that show. I could go on and on. Let me proceed to the next clip, though.
I went out with a couple friends, and we were sitting outside watching a concert, and we were just talking about how men never approach women. And I get it. It's nerve-wracking. It's uncomfortable. It could be like severe rejection, all these things. But it's frustrating when it feels like women have to do all of the work. So there was a couple guys that were clearly looking at us, and we decided to do a little experiment. So one of my friends, she went to the bathroom, and on her way back, she decided to stand like 10 feet from them. She's not going to approach them, but she's going to stand 10 feet from them all alone. And you're talking outdoors, concert. And she is just, in fact, I forgot that she was doing this experiment, and the look on her face looked like she was lost. So I was like, hey, we're over here. But I was like, oh yeah, we're doing this experiment. So she definitely looked approachable, almost looked like she needed help. And then she was just casually enjoying the music, even looks back at them. All the while, my other friend and I are watching, and these guys were like gawking at her, just nonstop staring at her. And she stands there for at least 10 minutes doing this, dancing and within 10 feet. And not once did they approach her. Not once did they even attempt to. And she walks then by them and around to come back to us, and they are just gawking, staring at her as she walks back. So as we get up to leave for the night, we walk literally within 2 inches of them, right in front of them, and not one says a thing. Mind you, when she came back from the bathroom, she did get approached by 4 men that were like 65, because I feel like that the men at that age and genre, they just know how to approach women. They just know, like, that's in their DNA. And somewhere along the lines, it's gotten lost. And we were sitting there observing, and there was only one girl that was really talking to a few men, and every single time she was approaching them. So what is it? Like, what do women need to do to be approachable?
A lot of women are just rude. And if a guy approaches you and you don't like him, like, you'll make a scene about it. Like, you're talking to me, like you get all loud and obnoxious. Versus if it's a guy that you're attracted to, like, you kind of lean into it more. You don't.
Pursuing girls. When was the pivotal moment that a man chose to not go after a girl anymore or put in any effort? It seems like guys can just put the bare minimum, not really care to. Or they're like, why don't girls just go and make the first move and make the effort? When did it become a thing that was like role reversal, where they expect girls to be making the first moves, yearning for a guy chasing him? That is, I feel like, the downfall of why it's so hard to meet someone, because men don't.
There's plenty of pivotal moments. How about when a woman called a man weak for opening her car door? Or the time that men pursued women on dating apps and him saying, hey, how are you, wasn't good enough? How about the pivotal moment when a man is looking out into the open and happens to glance in a woman's direction, and somehow he's undressing her with his eyes? Or how about the moment when women considered everything the bare minimum and nothing is ever good enough? Or what about the pivotal moment where men have to fix everything in a relationship to make it work and women have to simply exist? Or how about the time there was a study done that said 80% of women find men unattractive, so why would they try anymore? Or the pivotal moment where men can be accused of SA or rape at any given moment by accident just because a woman is pissed off because she was rejected? Or what about the pivotal moment that women have constantly told men that they're so undesirable that they would rather pick a bear over a human being, as if men don't have feelings? Or how about the pivotal moment that every single man that ever chased a woman was considered a simp and women simply didn't respect them or want to be with them because they're chasing and they're trying too hard? What about the pivotal moment when the nice guy gets left because he's not toxic enough? Or what about the pivotal moment where men can't even simply be respectful without it being considered creepy or too friendly? Or what about the time that women decided that not even Cheesecake Factory was good enough for a first date? That they didn't want to get to know men for who they are. They wanted to know how much money they made and their status.
There are two main reasons that men aren't approaching women in 2024. Number one being is that most women come off like they don't really want to be approached. Like they're about to knife you if you come anywhere close to them. They got the RBF and they're walking down the street and they create all these TikToks and they tell men basically leave them the fuck alone. And men are leaving them alone. And the second reason is men have become softer. They become more risk averse, more pussified. And they need to step it back up. So that's a fact. But if you want to be approached, if you're somebody that actually wants nice, good interactions out here, and you want to be approached by the kind of men that you want, there's two things you need to do. Number one is put yourself in proximity of those men. Where do they go? Where are they spending their time? Figure out the age demo, figure out the lifestyle, and you must place yourself around those kind of men. That's number one. That's the basics. That's the basics. And number two is you have to become approachable. You have to actually seem like you're open for a conversation. Maybe push a little smile to a guy's direction that you want to talk to. Do you have a zest for life? Are you enthusiastic? Do you seem positive? Are you open? If you're not those, if you're just waiting for today to end, why would a guy want to approach you? It seems like he's not approaching you for the right reasons if he does approach you. You want him to approach you because you seem like you'd be enjoyable to be around. It could be a joy. And if you're not that, then you're not as approachable. So those two things, put yourself in his proximity and become approachable. You don't have to smile at every guy. You smile at the guys that you want to talk to you. That's how you choose. But even in general, if you're not looking at every guy, there's still a zest that you can walk around with, that you're maybe, I don't know, semi-excited about life. Even if you've had all the bad experiences, you still got to put on a rep of this is who I am. And that's a decision you must make. Those are the two.
Maybe stop sharing this, come back to StreamYard. And with that being said, like always, make sure you like the video, you share, you comment. Last but not least, subscribe to the channel.